Thank you for listening to my request to make the Georgia Tech InVenture Prize an official tradition here at Georgia Tech. I mean, it would truly be an honor to join the ranks of Georgia Tech's laudable traditions, from Buzz to the Ramblin' Wreck and freshman Rat Caps and Mini 500. I own a trike. I don't look good in yellow, but I look really good in navy. I mean, you have such a wonderful heritage. And because this is the 10th anniversary of the InVenture Prize, I really hope we've earned the right to join those legendary traditions. But I'm a little nervous, so I don't even want you to answer out loud, okay? If the answer is yes, don't say a word. Yes? Oh, that is fantastic news! We won't let you down.
Live from the campus of the Georgia Institute of Technology, Georgia Tech celebrates the 10th annual InVenture Prize. Join us as the nation's brightest students unveil the future and compete to win $35,000 in prizes and patents. Please welcome your host, Emmy Award winner, Faith Saley.
Thank you, Buzz. Thank you. Thank you. And welcome to the 2018 Georgia Tech InVenture Prize. As you've probably heard, it's a very special day for us here. That's right, it's Pi Day. Are there any math fans here? Oh, wow. That's way more than 3.14 of you. All right, we have another reason to celebrate, because today is Georgia Tech InVenture Prize's 10-year birthday. We are 10 years old. 10 is twice as long as it takes to earn your undergraduate degree here. But seriously, 10 years really is a milestone, and I am personally honored to be back for my 6th consecutive year. It's very special for me because not only am I your host, I'm also a huge fan of this competition, and I'll be with you all night geeking out over the incredible inventions yet to be debuted. For our 6 finalist teams, the journey to this stage began back in September, when hundreds of students started submitting their inventions for the 2018 competition. And since then, the field has been narrowed to tonight's final 6 teams. Each team will present their inventions to our judges with the hopes of taking home our first prize, our second prize, or our People's Choice Award. Let's learn more about how these prizes work now with the help of my fabulous co-host, Ashley Mingwasser. Ashley?
Thank you, Faith. We have some exceptional prizes up for grabs this evening, and our competition has never been so fierce in a nerdy way. Tonight's first place team will take home $20,000, sponsored by United Technologies Research Center, and gain entry into Georgia Tech's Flashpoint Accelerator program. Our second place team will earn $10,000, sponsored by the ACC Academic Consortium. And both teams will also receive a patent filing by the Georgia Tech Research Corporation to, help protect their inventions as they take them to that next level. Our panel of expert judges will award those prizes at the end of tonight. However, our People's Choice Award is all up to you, fine people, our audience. That's right. Whether you're watching on GPB, on our live stream, or even here with us at the First Center, you can vote for your favorite team and help send them home with 5 Gs. That's $5,000. Sponsored by the Georgia Center of Innovation for Manufacturing. Now, voting for the People's Choice will open after all 6 teams have presented. And at that time, I'll tell you when, you can cast your vote either by texting your favorite team's keyword to 22333 or by visiting pollev.com/InVenturePrize. I'll give you each team's keyword at the end of their presentation, and I'll remind you of all those crazy keywords again before voting opens. Remember, watch that autocorrect. Ruins every good thing. Each keyword must appear exactly as you'll see it on your screen. Otherwise, it just won't register. And you can only vote once per device, so make that vote count. I'll let you know when it's time to start voting, but for now, I'll send it back to Faith so we can get those eager inventors out there on the stage. Right, Faith?
That's right. Thank you, Ashley. Our esteemed judges have taken their seats. So before we hear from our first team of the night, let's meet our judges. Given that tonight is the InVenture Prize's 10th anniversary, I'm proud to announce that all our judges this evening are former finalists. Our first judge earned, give it up for them. Not just finalists, but you actually managed to survive and graduate from here, right? Yes. Our first judge earned both first place and the People's Choice Award back in 2014, making her part of the first all-female team to win the InVenture Prize. Today, she's focused on bringing innovations in sanitation to countries like Zambia, Ethiopia, and even in the USA. The founder of Wish for Wash LLC, Jasmine Burton. Our next judge is back for his second year behind the desk. His invention, the Better Walk crutch, earned him not only a spot in the 2014 finals, but a trip to the White House, as well as a place in Forbes 30 Under 30 for 2015. His company, BW Health, now works with top NFL and NBA names to create products that improve performance and prevent injury. The CEO of BW Health, Partha Unava. Our final judge also cut her teeth at InVenture Prize 2014 when her team, Susette, won second place for their smart pacifier. She went on to co-found Fixed Automotive, a connected car startup. She's currently the director of Techstars Atlanta, held in partnership with Cox Enterprises, establishing the first global startup accelerator in the southeastern United States. Rachel Ford. Thank you all. Thank you all for being here. I know you're excited to meet our competitors, as excited as I am, so why should we wait? Let's kick things off with Team FAM.
Hi, I'm Aaron.
I'm Luke.
I'm Michele.
And I'm Tyler.
And we are Team FAM.
We've created a smarter way to make coffee.
Last August, our team was brainstorming ideas for senior design. We all had a cup of coffee in front of us, and someone made the comment, "Man, my dentist is gonna kill me for drinking this much coffee because the acid in coffee degrades the enamel on your teeth."
And that acid actually also causes digestive problems, especially with acid reflux.
We knew there had to be a smarter way to drink coffee, and that's why we created FAM.
Being material science students, we knew there was a way to take the acid out of coffee, and we got to work.
No matter how you like to drink your coffee, FAM is the basic solution to your acidity problem.
There are 150 million everyday coffee drinkers in the United States, with millions more worldwide. FAM is going to change the way these people drink coffee and give them the healthier lifestyle that they deserve.
All right, y'all look like the smartest, most clean-cut baristas ever. All right, Team FAM, take it away.
The average American drinks 3 cups of coffee every single day. But the problem with coffee is that it's acidic, and acidic drinks are bad for our teeth and for our stomachs. So one morning, our team of coffee addicts got to thinking, why is it that coffee has to be so acidic? We knew there had to be a smarter way to make coffee, and that's why we invented FAM. FAM is a coffee filter that reduces the acidity of coffee. FAM has a mineral blend built into the structure of the paper that reduces the acidity of the beverage being brewed. Now normally, when you drink coffee, the acids will actually break down the layer of tooth enamel that surrounds our teeth. This enamel loss leads to tooth staining, sensitivity, and even plaque buildup. But it gets even worse. For the 1 in 5 Americans with chronic heartburn, like my team member Aaron, doctors recommend avoiding acidic drinks because they make heartburn so much worse. FAM gives you the freedom to drink your favorite coffee, but in a smarter, healthier way, since the acidity of coffee made with FAM is comparable to that of tap water. But don't just take our word for it. Listen to what Dr. Ashley Starnes had to say about FAM.
FAM makes it safer and healthier to drink your favorite coffee every day. I would definitely use and recommend this product for any patients who have problems with sensitivity, staining, or cavities.
Now the beauty of FAM is that it can be used with any coffee in all current coffee makers, simply by using our filter instead of your current one. Just go ahead and get rid of that one. And you don't need to worry because your coffee's taste is not affected. We conducted a blind taste test with over 100 people, and in 75% of cases, people could either tell no difference or even preferred FAM over regular coffee. Now, coffee drinkers are very particular about their beans, but they don't really care too much about their filter paper, so switching to FAM is easy and painless. Now, the minerals used in FAM are currently sold in vitamin supplements or used in other food products. And this lets us, 1, avoid the lengthy and costly FDA approval process, and 2, we can get large quantities of these materials for very low cost, so our filters are still competitively priced. Now, this past week has been a great time for FAM. We were featured at Top Time Coffee, and we even were reached out to by several coffee companies interested in our product. We recently spoke to Royal Cup Coffee, one of the largest distributors in the Southeast, and they want to integrate our technology into their current products. We need your help in securing our intellectual property and getting the capital to move forward with some initial manufacturing. Thank you so much for your time. We are FAM, the basic solution to your acidity problem. And I'd like to offer the judges some coffee if you'd like.
I don't know, guys. Do you drink it black? Because there's no creamer over here.
We'll take what you get.
Do you three drink coffee?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. All right.
How did we get
good.
through tech?
All right. Well, thank you. Thank you, Team FAM. I will say that presentation was both bold and rich, and now I'd like to hear from our judges. Jasmine, do you want to start?
Sure, great presentation, and as a coffee lover, I feel like this resonated with me. I'm wondering about the new chemical composition of your filters. How does that affect recycling?
So all the materials we use are organic and safe for the environment because they originally came from the environment because they're naturally occurring.
Excellent. Are you choosing to do distribution through these coffee companies that you've already talked to, or is there any route for business to consumer?
So absolutely. So the thing about consumer products is it's very difficult to get that into those commercial spaces, like your typical grocery store. So the best route, in our opinion, would be to use a distributor to get this into coffee shops. And then imagine you walk into your favorite coffee shop, you look up on the menu, and it says low acid coffee. And then you look right next to it, and there's just a stack of filters, and it says, you want to make low acid coffee at home? Buy our filter. So I think that would be our first route. But the beauty of our product is that it can be used both in the ones you'd use in your typical coffee maker at home, as well as in the larger filter papers that you see in your coffee chains.
And what's the cost basis compared to a regular filter for you to make it, as well as the price that you're selling to the distributors?
Absolutely. So, is this on? Okay, so it would cost us about 40 cents to make a pack of filters, and we could then market it at $2.20, which is the current price for most premium filters on the market.
And is that's the retail price, or is that the price to the
That would be the
distributor?
retail price, the $2.20.
Do you know the price that distributors get filters at?
So we've had some initial conversations with Royal Cup, and our estimates, that 40-cent number, is based on the limited info that they could provide us and just our research on raw material costs as well. So as we move forward with those talks, we'll be able to nail down those numbers even more so.
What other types of products can you use with FAM? I'm assuming maybe tea might be a good parallel.
Yeah, so the great thing about FAM is it's unique because the application is all in the filter. So that means that the acidity adjusting module is all in the filter, so we can expand that to other filter-based products like tea bags and K-cups.
And when it comes to the mineral composition, so since you're using existing things that that have already been approved by the FDA, is there any registration process or anything minimal like that? And because of the route you're taking, how does that affect the claims that you can make?
Absolutely. So because these minerals are already classified by the FDA as generally regarded as safe, we simply need to adhere to current good manufacturing procedures in order to have this on the market. Luckily, any manufacturer we work with is already adhering to these, so there's no real barrier for us.
And do you have any sort of educational approach to kind of educate the public about the value add of having acidless coffee? Or?
Yeah, definitely. So it's definitely difficult to educate consumers, as I'm sure we're all aware. But the beauty of us taking a route through these large companies who already control the market is that we don't really have that burden on ourselves. And since they already have that infrastructure in place, it'd be silly of us not to take advantage of that.
And if I'm, say, Starbucks, and I'm thinking about picking up this product for every one of my stores, why would I do it?
Well, because if you don't, the next shop will.
That's a nice note to end on. We still have time for another question if you have one. No? All right. In your experience being on the show, if judges don't have any questions left, is that a thumbs up thing?
That's definitely a
Normally
thumbs up.
a good sign.
Okay, guys, that is a fantastic way to end this. I'm sorry, somebody had to say it. Thank you, Team FAM. Now let's check in with Ashley, who's standing by with one of FAM's biggest supporters. Ashley, what do you have brewing?
Well, Faith, keeping it all in the fam here. As an employee of the CDC, Tyler's mom, Carol Hickman, she knows a thing or two about infectious disease. Isn't that right, Carol?
That's true.
Now she brings me some unfiltered information. Carol, I know you've known Tyler a long time as his mother. I think you probably figured out pretty soon that he has what can only be described as a coffee addiction. So what sort of health warnings did you give him about that?
Well, as Tyler's mom, it's my job, it's in my job description to get on him about his coffee obsession. I mean, he drinks hot coffee, iced coffee, cappuccino, lattes. There's not a coffee that he doesn't enjoy. And as his mom, I had to tell him that it's really bad for your teeth and also for your stomach lining. So it doesn't entirely surprise me that he and Team FAM have come up with a solution to the acidity problem, just so the joke will be on me and I have to find something else to nag him.
So you'll find something else. I have faith in you. Thanks for spilling the coffee on Tyler, Carol. We're a crazy team, aren't we? To vote for FAM later in the show, you're going to text keyword FAM, that's PHAM, to 22333. Back to you, Faith.
Our second team this evening really has its sights set on the prize. Here's Team UltraView.
Hi, I'm Colby, and I'm Team UltraView. In archery, there are many challenges. The main challenge being the scope housings that we use. They're big, heavy, have external battery packs and wires, and they're full of obstructions. If you could get rid of all of these problems with one product, why wouldn't you? At UltraView, I solved this. I came up with Starlight. Starlight is the future of archery because it eliminates all of the problems associated with scope housings. The market for archery products has never been bigger. Organizations within the sport have been growing 30% per year since the launch of Hunger Games in 2012, and they continue to grow. I'm excited to bring Starlight to the industry because I expect it'll be the first of many products that improve the accuracy of archers across the world.
All right, ready, aim, Team UltraView, take it away.
Thank you. To begin, I have something special to share with you. Last year, I was at the National Archery Championship in Ohio, where they were selling bottles of water for $4. So I went down to the grocery store, bought some water, and started selling them for $1. Some people were so enthusiastic over what I was doing that they came up to me and gave me $20 for a bottle of water. Exactly 1 year later, this past weekend, I was at the same event, and those same people were standing in front of my booth, UltraView's booth, telling me how proud they were of me and how far I've come in just one short year with their $20. I currently run UltraView out of my dorm room, and I have 2 off-campus employees running 3D printers 24/7. In the past 2 months, I've been to 3 trade shows across America, showcasing our products that ship to over 20 countries across the world. As with every task in life, vision is very important, especially for a competitive archer. If we can't see what we're aiming at, we have nothing. Today, I would like to show you a new product from UltraView, a first-of-its-kind aiming device that will forever change the way in how we participate in the sport. So here are some current aiming devices. There's obstructions, external battery packs and wires that tangle and break, and they're big and heavy. None of this technology has changed for 30 years. Our new product, Starlight, solves all of these, and I would like to show it to you now. Our first innovation is we're manufacturing it out of an ultra-lightweight carbon fiber composite material. Our second innovation is we've taken 2 devices, a lighting kit and a scope, and we've integrated them into one product, which leads to our third innovation, our patent-pending wireless battery pack technology, which you can see here. As you can see, the aiming point is bright, clear, and 100% obstruction-free. This allows the archer to be as accurate as possible. Currently, if you're going to buy a lighting device and a scope, you're going to spend about $400, if not more. We've priced Starlight very competitively at $199.99. At UltraView, our focus is on making products that people love and enjoy to use. And you know you have one of those when you can hand it to someone, and when it turns on, it makes them stop and say, wow, this is amazing. Thank you.
Very impressive. Thank you, Colby. Rachel, I understand you used to be an archery instructor. Is that right?
Yeah.
You
With
take
Girl
it
Scouts.
away.
Yeah, so in your intro video, you cited that there was a 30% year-over-year growth in this industry. What does that actually mean in terms of total addressable market for UltraView?
So the Archery Trade Association, ATA, did a survey from 2012 to 2014. And in this survey, they actually discovered that there's over 20 million active archers in America, which shocked me personally. And I've been shooting forever. So there's a huge market.
It's great progress so far, and I love a niche market play. So to this point, how many different products do you have, and what is the revenue that you're generating right now?
So currently we have 6 products. This is our 6th product. And our current revenue right now is we're making about $15,000 a month.
In terms of your product design, is there any sort of like instructional manual or instructional design components for people that perhaps might not know how to use the product?
So we will ship it with a little bit of instructions, but one of our goals when we're manufacturing a product and coming up with one is to have hardly any instructions. We want it simple. So this device here is really quite simple. Once you install the lens, it's literally you take your battery pack, drop it on, and you can turn it on. And that's all that is required.
From my experience, it really takes a long time to calibrate these types of things. Can you talk to us a little bit about the process of using it and maybe tell us if you actually use it in your competitions?
So I have been using one competitively since December. It's worked great. And in terms of calibration, the only thing you can really change is the brightness of the internal light, which controls the brightness of your aiming point. So for example, if it's really dark, you might not want it really bright because it'd be kind of in your face. But we have a dial on top of the wireless battery pack here, so you can control the brightness of it.
What's the primary channel that you market through, and how do you plan to expand that moving forward?
So currently, all of our products are sold online through our website. In February, I was in Las Vegas at a trade show, and JVD Archery, it's like the Amazon of archery, the largest distributor in the world out of Europe, came up to my booth, dropped their card, and they said, you know, we're very interested in what you're doing here, and we'd love to get some of your products in our store.
How long until you get to ship them products? Maybe, are you planning on still 3D printing them, or are you going towards manufacturing?
I will 3D print every single one of these if I have to, but the prize from InVenture would definitely help manufacture these, and automatic acceptance into Flashpoint will help me grow and expand this business in a very smart, efficient way. So I would love to go that route.
And in terms of your 2 other employees, can you talk about where they are? I know you said they work 24/7, so I'm wondering,
Well,
are they in different time zones?
Please say that they're over 18.
Yeah, no. Well, the employees don't work 24/7. The 3D printers work 24/7. That's where our current products are. They're located about an hour east of here, west of here, and one direction. And so basically what the job entails is they have a pile of 3D printers, and they just scrape them off in the morning, hit a print, scrape them off at night, and then they hand me the parts completed.
What's your current cost of manufacturing, and do you have an idea of what it would be if you were to move to, say, injection molded parts?
So I've looked into both. Both are actually about the same in terms of the volume that I was looking at for injection molding. I can manufacture this product, put it in a sleek black box, and ship it to your doorstep for under $20.
Are your intellectual property claims only concerning the wireless battery pack, or do you have additional claims built in?
So there were 2 claims. The first claim was a scope housing that has all of the integrated electronics and light. And the second claim was a scope housing that has a magnet on it to hold a device such as, but not limited to, a wireless battery pack.
What's the market size in this specific vertical of archery equipment?
For this target archery equipment, so last year there was over 150,000 brand new bows sold. So I would be looking at a market size about as big as that, because those are just people going out buying a brand new bow.
I think I get the last question. Colby, how much is this worth to you?
I actually gave those away for free this year.
All right. Colby, I think you may have hit your mark. Thank you very much. about what questions she has for Team UltraView's cheering section. Ashley?
Thank you, Faith. Colby is our own Katniss Everdeen, and we're so proud. I'm here with his archery coach. It's George Riles. Watch that thing, George. Watch that thing. Okay, I have many questions, beginning with, does Colby shop exclusively at Target? But we can discuss that later. Mainly, I'm interested in how you see evidence of his archery training in his approach to the InVenture Prize.
Well, archery has a lot of lessons to teach the people that are practicing archery, but the biggest thing is in high competitive archery, you have to remain calm. You have a job to do. It's very still, it's very accurate, and to be able to control yourself and do the job at hand, archery can teach you how to do that.
Okay, so you've got to remain calm and collected, otherwise you miss your subsequent marks.
Absolutely. We shoot at a bullseye about the size of a penny.
Let's talk after the show. Bullseye. You are one straight shooter, George. Love that about you. Okay. To vote for Team UltraView to win the People's Choice Award, text keyword UltraView, that's a compound word, to 22333. Once all of our teams have presented, I'll let you know. And that's spelled ULTRAVIEW to the number 22333. That's all for now. Back to you, Faye.
Okay, that's 2 teams down with 4 still waiting to face the judges. And countless teams whose InVenture Prize journeys came up a little short. So let's give them some love and take a look at a few inventions that didn't quite make this year's cut. But, you know, with a little tweaking, they might be on this stage soon. Who knows? Maybe next year.
Insertion device made by Team Shoulder Boy is our industry-first technology with our quadruple. Hi, we're Team Lila PC8 pump, and we have
What is it exactly? Let's talk about your invention.
VasCun is a device to be used during a sclerotherapy procedure to treat venous malformations.
Bam! You ever seen anything like that?
We are Captain Stone, and we have designed a nozzle that can print 3D reinforced concrete.
We're Team Self-Defense, and we've invented a cell phone case that has pepper spray integrated into it.
Far Rocketry can win the InVenture Prize because with our propellant, we can get to Mars.
Have you thought of crowdfunding? I see this as a great Kickstarter campaign.
We want to be the go-to for that particular market.
For sure, for sure.
We are Team Char, and we have invented a bicycle filtration and distribution system that is able to deliver clean and safe water to people in drought-ridden areas.
Other than your teammate, do you talk to people?
Provolone is the first and only of its kind, a device that claims to stabilize an ultrasound probe on a patient's body.
But how do you know that it works with a person who would need it?
In addition to this aircraft being autonomous, it actually has a pusher-type engine configuration, which means we put the propeller on the back of the aircraft.
That's maybe where the money is for you guys.
We're going to win this InVenture Prize because there's nothing else like this, and it's amazing.
I appreciate your confidence, and it's really great.
All right, let's keep this anniversary show moving along with our third team of the night. Take a look.
Hi, I'm Rachel.
I'm Bailey. I'm Sydney.
I'm Nick, and we are
Team Scalpel. And we've developed a safer way to arm and disarm scalpels.
1.3 million scalpels are used every single day in the United States.
Unfortunately, the current process of arming and disarming scalpels is very dangerous and puts healthcare workers at risk of bloodborne illnesses. In the United States alone, 27,000 healthcare workers are injured using the scalpel each year.
Up until now, an affordable, easy solution has not existed.
As biomedical engineers, we knew we could do something to solve this problem. We came up with a way to limit blade exposure so that operating room workers never have to touch the scalpel blade.
We are ready to bring the Scalpel to operating rooms across the United States.
And we are here to protect the people, to protect you, one blade at a time.
All right, I like how you operate, Team Scalpel. Take it away.
In a surgery, you'd probably expect that the patient would be the only person getting cut by a scalpel. We thought so too, until Bailey told us this story. She was shadowing in the operating room, and she watched as a nurse named Cindy was trying to disarm the scalpel. But her hand slipped, and she sliced her entire pointer finger. Not only did she have to leave the operating room to go get stitches and miss a few days of work, But even worse, the blade that she cut herself with was just used on a patient who was HIV positive.
It is cases like Cindy's that contribute to the $116 million spent annually treating scalpel injuries. So now you're probably wondering how arming and disarming scalpels in the operating room can be so dangerous, so we're going to show you how it's currently done. Blades come packaged in this thin foil packaging that they can actually poke through. The scrub nurse will take the blade out of the package using needle holders and then slide it on and off the handle. The scariest part about this process is that the sharp blade is exposed the entire time. We couldn't believe that this method was so dangerous and outdated and still being used today, so we created the ScalPal.
The ScalPal is a new package for blades. Instead of the foil packaging, blades will come machine loaded into our device for one-time use. Now, as you can see, the ScalPal is made of plastic, so it's already better than the foil packaging because it's puncture-proof. But we didn't stop there. It has 4 other functions. Nick, are you ready to demo?
Let's do this.
Okay, to arm the scalpel, just insert the handle and the blade clicks on. Turn it upside down and the ScalPal serves as a cap for handoff. When you're ready to disarm the scalpel, just reinsert it and the blade clicks off. Then it gets locked inside of the device so it can serve as its own sharps container and you throw the entire thing away.
When you begin to add it up, the ScalPal will protect thousands of healthcare workers every single day. In the US alone, 1.3 million scalpels are used on a daily basis. This makes the market size for the ScalPal $250 million annually. We are currently meeting with manufacturers and distributors in order to bring the ScalPal to operating rooms. Everyone will benefit from the use of the ScalPal. Nurses and surgeons will gain the protection they deserve, while hospitals will save on workers' compensation and insurance. Help us say goodbye to foil packaging and use the ScalPal to eliminate blade exposure during the arming, handoff, disarming, and disposal processes. We're Team ScalPal, and we're here to protect the people that protect you one blade at a time.
Nice work. I think we all appreciate a little prop comedy all the time. All right, judges, you made, would you all like to roll your original video?
Yes.
Yeah, so this is live TV, y'all. There are always snafus. Let's see the original video. Do you want to tell us what's happening here?
Yes, so the original video shows how scalpels are currently armed. This is attaching the blade to the handle. And then it shows the handoff when the scrub nurse will hand it to the surgeon, and the disarming of the scalpel.
Great, thank you. I think that gives you more of an idea. All right, you may start your questions. Be nice, remember they are armed. Partha, you are a biomed major, right?
Yes, I was. When it comes to this industry, there's a lot of different innovation solutions attempted. I wanted to understand how this is different than a scalpel with a blade that retracts.
Yeah, so the scalpels with the retractable blades are not very widely used in operating rooms. They're mainly disposable. The sterility plays a factor in that. And so we decided that we wanted to create a device that was just single use, so it wouldn't have to have that additional sterilization process. We got some good feedback that nurses don't like the additional cleaning.
Talk to me a little bit about the regulatory path that you guys have to go down to bring this into the market.
Yeah, so it's actually just a Class 1 device, which is equivalent of a Band-Aid. So there's not a lot of FDA regulations that we have to go through. We don't have to file a 510K, so it'll be a lot easier. We are trying to get our device to be approved for its own sharps container, so there's some OSHA regulations that we have to follow, and we are currently almost meeting every single one of them. So we're just kind of trying to tick those boxes.
In terms of the market research that you've done thus far, can you talk about some of your interviews or perhaps the numbers that you've collected in terms of the usability?
Yeah, so we've shown it to several different scrub nurses and surgeons. Scrub nurses are the ones that handle them. Surgeons, usually they just are handed already put together scalpel. But from everyone we've talked to, they don't want to give it back to us. They really like it. And everyone has actually told us their own story of a time that they've cut themselves. I mean, I think across the board, about 100% of the nurses and surgeons that we took it to had their own horror story with a scalpel. So we recognized it as a big need.
Are scalpel blades and scalpels currently made and sold by the same company?
There are several different companies. There are companies that sell both. There are companies that sell just the blades, just the handles. But we have made our device to work with every different handle on the market, and it's currently only for the number 10 blade because that's the most commonly used. But our future is to expand it to the 11, 12, 15 blades, the more common blades, and then hopefully every blade on the market.
And is your target customer the hospital, or is your target customer the company that manufactures the blades?
So our target would be the manufacturer of the blades. We would like to meet with them and see if they would want to buy our device.
Are you guys currently pursuing any intellectual property around it?
Yes, we are. So the inside our little black box, there's a novel mechanism that has a provisional patent. So we'd really love the opportunity to get to file the non-provisional. Yes, we actually have a couple.
I've always wanted to do this.
There's a rotating mechanism that actually has to lift the blade off of the handle, and there's no current arming and disarming tools on the market. None that combine both processes.
For the typical hospital, how much more expensive would this be compared to what they usually do, and how much from a dollar basis do they get per year in cost savings for that spend?
Yes, so the scalpels currently are bought for around 50 cents for the blade, and so our device would be sold for 75 cents, so that is a large increase, but it would be offset by the amount of money that is saved on injuries. And further, our device saves a lot of time. We know that time in the operating room is very important. There's about, for 1 minute of time in the operating room, it costs about $80. So our device reduces the time it takes to arm and disarm by around 10 seconds, which will equate to about $6.5 billion in just 1 year.
And can you talk about the cost savings on the injury side as well, compared to the additional 75 cents per surgery, so that cost savings versus the extra cost incurred?
Yes, so the current amount of money spent on injuries is $116 million annually, and we feel that our device would greatly reduce this. Obviously, there still will be accidents. We can't overcome everything, but it should be a big...
Do you have that on a per hospital basis by chance?
That's something we're still looking into.
Got it.
Okay, we're there for time. Just raise your hand if any of you was injured during the designing of this. Yeah, okay, all right. Well, this is why you needed it. Yeah, you know what? My scalpels, that was bloody good. Well done.
Thank you.
So we've heard from the judges. Now let's hear from the audience. Ashley, whom do you have representing Team Scalpel?
Well, Faith, it's a real Marty party over here. This guy, Marty Jacobson, biomedical engineering design instructor and one of the mentors for Team Scalpel. Now, Marty, I know that this concept began in your classroom last summer, and the team saltily told me that they earned an honest B on it originally. But what obstacles have they overcome to bring them to where they are today?
Well, I got to say, Partha's project in my class wasn't perfect either, but he didn't quit. He didn't quit, and the Scalpels, the trickiest thing about their device is that it's so simple. It's really easy to overcomplicate stuff, but they've kept it simple, and when you've got two parts, those two parts have to be perfect, So every day they show up, right when I get there, they're there with a new prototype, new ideas that they're testing out, and it's been about 9 months, and that's what it takes to make something like this work.
That's just what it takes. Keeping it real, Marty. I like your style. Sharp guy. Well, it looks like if you pass the Marty test the second or third or fourth time around, he'll upgrade you, just like Beyonce. That's what I think when I think of you. To make Scalpel your choice for our People's Choice Award, wait until the polls open. I'll tell you when. Then text the keyword Scalpel to 22333. That's SCALPAL. Scalpel, not scalpel, like Marty and I are pals. Got it? Be careful with those autocorrects. That's all I've got. Back to you, Faith.
Thanks, Ashley. Getting those keywords right is very important. And our next presenter knows a thing or two about the power of communication. Take a look.
Hi, I'm Anush.
Hi, I'm Joshua.
And we are
Team Memoirs.
We've made a better way for people to discover memes and to create memes to show off their creativity. Every day, millions of memes are being shared online.
These memes are shared by college students, moms and dads, and their little children.
Everybody is sharing memes.
Being college students, we do everything with memes.
But we realized that the current process is cumbersome and disorganized.
So we wanted to change it.
People who want to send memes spend a lot of time searching for their perfect meme.
The problem is most people don't have much time to search for me,
let alone make their own.
But we solved this problem.
We started working on Memoise last summer, made it available to the world in late August, and since then we've been working on improving it.
The future for Memoise is unlimited.
We think memes is the future of online communication and Memoise to be a go-to place for everything memes.
All right, gentlemen, please tell us about Memoise.
I love memes. Like me, 1.8 billion people across the world use the internet to find funny content. Stephen Hawking said that world would be a tragic place if it weren't funny. Memes are fun, but these are not just pictures with some text on it. They are a way to communicate, to express yourself beyond the constraints of regular text. From my meme experience, I faced 3 most frustrating things: finding them, sharing with friends, and creating new ones. That is why we built Memoise, a personalized all-meme platform. Mashable said that if you want to become a meme lord, Memoise is the way to go. Or if you have some spare time, Memoise is the best way. So, do you remember the last time you were texting your friend and you wanted to use a meme? I do, and I spent a lot of time searching for that perfect meme. Memoise searches the entire internet for latest memes and uses artificial intelligence to understand them. So, you can search memes by voice, like, "Hey Siri, show me Georgia Tech memes." Or you can even type memes from a keyboard, just like how you type emojis today. Memoise is so smart that it understands what memes you like and creates an Instagram-like feed just full of memes relevant to you. But we do not stop here. We have all seen these memes. But what about creating them? Today, if you want to create memes, you spend hours trying to find the perfect software or using advanced image editing skills to create these new memes and new trends. With Memoise, it's just a few taps away, and using artificial intelligence, any string of words can be converted into a meme. So we launched Memoise on iOS in early September, and today we have about 50,000 active users on our platform across 80 countries. These people have interacted with memes over 4 million times through Memoise. Even tech giants like Facebook and Apple have recognized us. Apple invited me to its annual developer conference, WWDC, for creating this novel product. Facebook offered us $40,000 worth of tools and services, along with mentorship from top engineers. Our vision is to create a more open and connected world by making this new internet language of memes easy and accessible for everyone. Going forward, we see Memoise as synonymous to memes in themselves, and as Mick.com simply put it, Memoise is the ultimate meme app. So what are you waiting for? Download Memoise and get ready to express yourself. Thank you.
You know, I want to give you extra credit for paying respect to Stephen Hawking on the day that we lost him. So, Rachel, yeah, give it up for Memoise and Stephen Hawking. Rachel, I hear that you're a bit of a meme queen, so do you have some questions for the Memoise boys?
Absolutely. I think these judges would probably tell you that memes are my main mode of communication if it's not GIFs. But that being said, companies like Giphy that are venture-backed in this space and other similar content companies often have the chicken and the egg problem of you have to have critical mass before you can monetize. Can you talk to me a little bit about how you plan on making money?
About making money, we're still figuring out various revenue models, but we plan to keep the platform 100% free with no ads, so as many people can enjoy it. We are exploring our business to B2B model, so we can monetize on intelligent meme integrations and meme data set that we have. So products that are focusing on targeting millennials who love these memes, they can easily integrate memes into their products, and because these memes let you generate more leads and are more content engaging online.
How have you gone about getting your users, and what's the churn rate of that user base?
So the first part, how we got our users, we started from a launch on Product Hunt, a website that's popular for new and interesting products. From there, we started to channel through those places where people are trying to find memes, and this is mostly organic growth. We haven't done any advertising or any growth hacking stuff yet.
So it sounds like a lot of great things are happening. I'm interested to know what sort of milestones you have if you were to walk away with today's prize.
So for now, we're trying to focus on users' perspective, how users interact with memes on their daily life, and also that's why we want to get this prize so much, so that we can focus on user research and as well as to expand our platform to different areas. Like our augmented reality, for example, it's another way to communicate with different people through memes by putting the meme on the artificial area as a virtual world. So it's we're exploring different ways to actually create different ways to communicate through memes.
So we want to focus on our user research so we know exactly where you are trying to use memes and make memes as ubiquitous as possible for online communication.
You guys have really impressive statistics as to how many downloads you've gotten. Can you talk to me a little bit about daily active users, or how many times these people are opening up the app every day?
Sure. So as you would expect, most of our users are using this application during the weekend time, but majority of our use case comes from easy integration into the keyboard or using easy stickers on iMessage, so you can directly use memes in your online conversations regularly. And about browsing memes or creating new ones, you'd usually do that when you're free, so that's during the weekends. And we range from about 200 active users to around 3,000 active users a day.
As you grow and scale, what are the different ways that what you're building can help with communication outside of memes, and is there a vision beyond just this communication channel?
Definitely, that would be a broader vision. Right now, we see that memes are evolving as an online language and as a way to communicate, so that's what we are trying to focus. And perhaps we'll expand further if we see any new form of way to communicate, if we come across that.
And for those of us that aren't meme queens, can you explain a little bit more about the competitive landscape?
So right now, nobody is focusing on memes. There's no meme platform. In fact, traditional social media websites like Facebook, they are promoting their video contents over memes. You would have seen these videos with just static memes and just some random images on it, so they're trying to trick their Facebook's AI algorithm. But nobody's trying to focus on memes, and there's no platform out there that you can just use to interact with these memes. We are the first one doing that.
What's the goal with building this platform or business? What's the long-term vision?
The long-term vision, as I said, is to create an open and connected world using the power of memes, giving the power of memes to everyone and however possible.
What do the demographics of your users look like?
Of course, most of them are millennials and Generation Z, but people are catching up. We have demographics from all age ranges, and most of the users, so we are trying to focus right now on college students and high school students, because this is the most active demographic surrounding memes.
All right, and that's your time. Judges, thank you for your questions for the meme team. Thank you very much. Now let's check in with Ashley and get the inside scoop on Team Memoiz. Ashley?
Faith, what do you get when you cross an applications engineer with the chip engineer? You get Anush's cousin, Shivam Agarwal. Hey, Shivam. Hello. Now, when you talked tech with me last week and you were trying to explain the complex functionality of this platform, I was like, what do you meme? But now I want to know, can you just tell me that it is very user-friendly and how simple it is for non-tech-savvy people to use?
Yeah, so if I cut across all the tech parts of it, it's a real simple app through which you can express yourself, and you can design and share your own memes.
You had me at express yourself. Okay, show me, I think you made something.
Yeah, so just to show you that, I tried to make something when I was sitting here, and this is what I created. It says, and the winner is right here.
Bold move, Shivam. I like it. So you took the picture and you added text, and that was all.
Right. It took me 20 seconds to make this, so you can understand how simple it is.
All right, show off. Okay, well, we just made a beautiful memery together. Thank you so much, Shivam. If you want to see Memoiz take home some money tonight, you're going to text keyword Memoiz to 22333. That's MEMEOIS, but only after all of our teams have presented. Back to you, Faith.
All right, the tension is mounting on our InVenture Prize stage, but if there's any team equipped to handle it, it's our next one. Take a look.
Hi, I'm Brandon.
I'm Michael.
I'm Hannah.
I'm Austin.
And I'm Lauren, and we are Team Tensioner. We've solved the problem of dangerous steel banding. Steel bands are used to bundle together a wide range of materials for transport.
The steel bands currently being used today have caused all kinds of injuries.
They've caused people to lose their fingers and even their vision.
From our research, we learned that in Australia alone, 1,000 workers are injured by steel banding every year.
And an injury from steel bands has the potential to cost an employer up to $70,000 in lost production time and compensation.
So we wanted to solve this problem.
As a team of 5 mechanical engineers, we were able to leverage our knowledge to make a tool that will redefine the market. Tensioner is going to change the way products all around the world are bundled and make millions of people safer at their jobs every day.
All right, Team Tensioner. Well, you're either an 80s alternative band or Team Tensioner. I think you're the latter. Take it away.
Still not convinced that steel bands are bad? If Michael can cut through this watermelon with a dull piece of strap, just imagine the harm that it could do to somebody's hand. Steel bands are a dangerous, outdated technology. Last year, a subsidiary of the largest steel manufacturer in the country, Nucor Steel, came to us with this problem. They said that their largest customers would stop buying material from them if it continued to be bundled in steel bands. Fortunately, there is a better material out there called woven polyester strap, which is what our non-80s ties are made of. It's soft and flexible, so it can't harm the users that are putting it on and taking it off. But there's still a big problem. There currently exists no tool that can take this safer material and bind it around shapes that are round or irregular. This is why we made Tensioner. Here's how it works. Here we see Michael using Tensioner to bundle together some PVC pipe. He simply takes the strap, threads it through the tool, and applies a common household drill to apply tension. Then, Tensioner has built-in cutters so he can cut the strap and easily move on. Tensioner solves the 2 main issues that we found in current tensioning devices. First, it doesn't require a flat surface to work on, so it can bundle things of any size or any shape. And second, Tensioner creates a more secure bundle by using technology inspired by what's in our cars. This technology allows us to pull on the strap in 2 directions, while all other tools on the market just pull in one, meaning Tensioner outputs double the tension as any other tool. Each year, over 200 million straps are used, and that's just in the US alone. That's also only in the steel industry. Many other industries use straps, including lumber, trucking, and construction. With the help of InVenture Prize, we can get our tool to market, completely eliminate the need for steel bands, and make over 20 million people safer at their jobs every day.
Well done. You know, you're too young to know this comedian, but there was a comedian named Gallagher who used to take a sledgehammer to watermelons on stage. Do you know this? No, your parents will. And that is so much cooler. A steel band is so much cooler. Props on the prop. Jasmine, do you want to take this away?
Sure. Great job, you guys. So I'm really interested to know a bit more about your market research in terms of how many interviews you conducted or who you've talked to throughout your design process.
So we've primarily dealt with Nucor Steel and their subsidiary Skyline, and they actually brought this problem to us. And from what they have told us, they have talked to many other steel manufacturers in the country that have this problem. So we have a really wide market, and we believe that we can expand it to trucking and other industries as well.
Is that company now a customer of yours?
Not yet. We're planning on working with them. We're working on our 2nd version right now, where we're planning on improving manufacturability, and then after that we'll start looking into sales.
Talk to me a little bit about the cost of Tensioner and the unit and the straps versus the traditional steel bands.
So steel straps are typically 33% more expensive per foot than polyester woven strapping. The big issue with it is that they just can't use it on their products. So by switching to polyester, it'll be more economical for them in the long run.
What are the other uses of this tool outside of this specific use case, and what's the intellectual property around it?
I'll go ahead and hand that off to you, Brandon.
So the intellectual property is around the gearing of it for using the 2-barrel system where you can get equal tension out of both of them.
And what are the other use cases outside of this industry? Is there another way to use what you've developed?
Outside of strapping, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Ties, obviously, Partha. Sorry, surely you can add to that, yes?
There's definitely a possibility of this being used in other industries. Like you said, trucking would be a big one, but it could also be used and anything that just needs force being put into some sort of strapping material. But as of right now, we haven't looked into those other uses.
Sure. So I guess you guys specifically, why do you care about this? Why would you want to continue moving on with this project?
Well, we've been, as Michael said, we've been working very closely with Nucor Steel, and we've been in the plants, and when we initially saw this problem, we saw them being used and saw them cut some of the bands and how quickly they spring out with as much force that's within them. We were very passionate to take this head on and solve it because there's a very obvious danger there. We wanted to make sure that something was done about it.
A lot of innocent watermelons have lost their lives.
Are steel bands put on in the same mechanism, not the tensioner unit, but does it take more time to use the tensioner unit when people are bundling things?
So the typical devices that are used for steel bands are a lot more complicated than things that are used for polyester. They're typically pneumatic powered or battery powered, and they're a lot more expensive, upwards of $3,000. Whereas our tool is much cheaper than that, and it's much more simple to use.
And what's the market size for this space?
Would be me. So we believe we can sell at least 400,000 units, and that's just looking at steel and lumber alone. And we believe we can continue to expand it because the trucking industry has 2 million semis on the truck, where this is a great use case.
And what's the price point of the tensioner installation unit?
So we're planning on selling it for around $1,000. We believe that remains competitive while also giving a financial incentive to switch to polyester strapping.
And
Go for it. I was going to ask, what are the material property differences? Are these just as strong using polyester straps as steel would be?
So these are actually better. They remain just as strong, but they handle shifting loads much better. While steel strapping, when loads shift, they often lose their tension and cause them to become loose and have shipments shift, things like that.
So tell me about next steps. So if you were to walk away with today's prize, what would happen next?
So for us, we'd continue prototyping. We're working on our second version right now to make it easier to manufacture so we can bring the costs down. And then after that, we'd look into making demo units and actually put it in the hands of workers and make companies realize that this is something they need.
30 seconds for one more question.
What is the biggest thing that you guys have bundled so far yourselves?
So it's been used on a couple steel bundles ranging to about 3,000 pounds, something like that.
Solid.
All right, let's give it up for Team Tensioner. Thank you, judges. Team Tensioner, you can relax now because it's time to check in with Ashley, who's standing by to interview one of Tensioner's biggest fans. Ashley?
That's right, Faith. It might surprise everyone to learn that this invention got off to a rather tense start. I'm joined by Ken Cuneifer, professor of mechanical engineering at Tech and a constant support of Team Tensioner. Ken, I understand that the team had some what we might call creative decision troubles, a little bit of an identity crisis coming up with a name. Tell me what happened.
They had no name. They started off as blankety blank, just as a placeholder. Over the course of the semester and proper application of collegiate beverages, they thought of Hollistrap Girl, Strap Boy, Backstrap Boys, something like that. For the Capstone Expo, they called themselves Strap That. But for the InVenture Prize, they came up with a name that really brands the essential function of the product, Tensioner.
Tensioner. Makes perfect sense to me. But hey, they're engineers, not marketing people, so we should cut them some slack. Yeah. So to band together and vote for Team Tensioner, let's text keyword STRAP, that's S-T-R-A-P, to 22333. You can vote as soon as our last team presents, which shouldn't be too long now, right, Faith?
That's right, Ashley. We are down to our final team of the evening, which means we might be down to our final puns. So let's not keep this team waiting. Listen up, it's Team Pedal Creator.
Hi, I'm Vanya.
I'm Jeremy.
And I'm Dallas, and we are Team Pedal Creator.
I've been playing guitar for about 5 years now, and a couple years back, I went to buy my first effects pedal. And when I showed up at the music store, I was completely overwhelmed by the variety and how expensive they were.
Effects pedals haven't changed since the 70s, and guitarists are now itching for a change. As an industrial designer working with 2 engineers, we felt we could solve this problem.
Statistics show that the effects pedal market of $145 million has been growing and shifting towards the traditional analog effects.
That's where Pedal Creator comes in. The biggest challenge we faced was finding a way to make our design manufacturable on a large scale.
But once we figured that out, we knew we had a product that guitarists everywhere would want. We're really excited because Pedal Creator's technology can be used to create an unlimited number of sounds.
And that is going to change the music industry.
Okay, let's hear from our final team of the night, Team Pedal Creator.
Thanks, Faith. We hope you guys are ready for a show tonight. So, whoa, that's all right. So for those of you who don't know what an effects pedal is, it's a device that you plug into your guitar to change the way it sounds. You might have seen some of these at the feet of the last guitarist that you saw in concert. Now, for those of us who do play guitar, we know there's one major problem. It's that we all want to sound like our favorite artist, but every artist has their own sound and therefore uses their own pedal. With nearly 1.4 million guitar pedals sold every year, we know that this is a problem that almost all guitarists face. So as you can see on the slide behind me, these are 5 of our favorite artist pedals, and we're already at $800. So as a guitarist, how are you supposed to be able to create all of your favorite sounds and stay within budget? Well, we've developed a solution. Our effects pedal Disruption can single-handedly replace every distortion pedal on the market, including all 5 that you saw on screen. So how can we do that? Well, Disruption uses a modular cartridge system. So we have 2 types of cartridges, a drive cartridge and a tone cartridge, and they work together to create your distortion effect. By switching out a cartridge, you change the sound. It's as simple as that. So you guys ready to hear it?
Yeah.
Awesome. So first we're going to show you what it sounds like without our pedal. Now that sounds good, but it's missing that rock and roll sound. So let's turn on the pedal. Right now we've got this set up to really give you that Jimi Hendrix sound. Jeremy, let's hear it. See? Sounds like Jimmy. Now if John Mayer were to test out our pedal, we think that this is the cartridge combination that he would choose to create his sound. Now in the amount of time it's taken for me to explain that to you, Jeremy's already switched out the cartridge, created a new sound, and is ready to play. Jeremy, take it away. See, sounds way different. Right now, there's no single pedal that both Jimi Hendrix and John Mayer could have used to create their own iconic sounds. But with our patent-pending technology, Pedal Creator gives you the ability to sound like both of these amazing artists, but also the freedom to mix and match these cartridges to create your own unique sounds. Not only that, but we're constantly developing new cartridges, so you can continue to expand your sound library at your own pace and at a much more affordable price. Now, we already have our product in the hands of some really great musicians, including the lead guitarist of Steely Dan. And they all love our product. But we know with the help of InVenture Prize, we can get our product in the hands of anyone who plays guitar. We are Pedal Creator, and we are going to disrupt the effects pedal industry. Thank you.
All right. Loud and clear, Pedal Creator. All right, judges, take it away. Partha?
Awesome. I love this product. I love that it's modular, so you can sell extensions on top. I wanted to ask what your strategy is for marketing and what your target user is.
Okay, so our strategy for marketing moving forward is that we want to launch a Kickstarter by the end of the month, and we feel like that'll give us a lot of credibility and spread our name. We also are looking to artist endorsements. We feel like that's a really good way to enter the music industry. And on top of that, we're looking to get featured in popular music publications, and so that's what we plan to do in the future.
Well, how many cartridges do you have right now, and what is the target before you launch the Kickstarter?
So right now we have 3 sets of cartridges, so that's 6 cartridges in total. We are constantly developing more. We actually have a bunch under development, and our targeted goal for cartridges is around 25. I'm sorry, what was the second part of the question?
Just how many you want to launch your Kickstarter with?
We would like to launch our Kickstarter with maybe around 10, just to give options, and we're going to keep developing as we do it.
What's the pricing of the base, and then what's the pricing per cartridge?
So the pricing of our base pedal would be around $200, and when you spend that money, you're getting not only the base, but also 2 cartridges along with it. Additionally, you could then purchase additional cartridges for $30 each. Depending on the complexity of the cartridge, that price might go up or down.
And what does your distribution currently look like?
So we currently, we're currently not selling any units right now, but we are taking pre-orders. However, after receiving a lot of feedback, we really prioritized putting our pedal in the hands of as many artists as we could at first. So after receiving that feedback, the main piece of feedback is that it wasn't rugged enough. So we actually have been looking to manufacture out of sheet metal, and that's our next really big step. So we've been talking to factories, and we've been talking to industry professionals, and they really believe that we can be manufacturing this thing for under $25. And so that's our next big step.
At what scale are you getting that under $25? How many units, you think?
So that was with a minimum order quantity of 1,000 units.
Jasmine, you're taking a lot of notes. Do you have a question?
Oh no, I was just capturing all the information. But yeah, no, I'm interested to know. Yeah, you mentioned that you've gotten your product in the hands of many artists. I'm wondering how many.
So after talking through, we've been to music stores too many times to count, and every time we're there, we're giving it to anyone who plays guitar, including we've actually met a lot of local artists at those music stores, and then we actually gave our product to some people that we knew in Nashville, and it's floating around there, as well as sending some to the lead guitarist of Steely Dan, like we mentioned. And so, yeah, getting a lot of feedback from all those different artists has been really, really helpful.
And I appreciate that it's digital. Is there any idea, or that it's analog, I'm sorry. Is there any thought to letting users create their own presets?
So the presets, that's not the route we're going, since the market actually shows that people are buying more analog pedals. The digital pedals are actually going down, and that's from National Associations of Music Merchants, an official report.
Have you guys ever thought about a subscription model for the cartridges, like the Birchbox for the guitar pedal?
No, that's actually a really great idea, though, and that's something I don't have to consider.
I'll take part of the revenue split.
Awesome. And as you scale, is this something that's intended for live performances, or is this something that's more intended for production?
So our main target audience is definitely the casual musician who's like looking to experiment with a ton of different sounds. However, that being said, like our product is 100% analog and sounds just as good as the leading pedals. So any professional musician would be happy to use it as well.
Is that it? All right. No encore. Well done. Well done, you guys. Thank you, pedal creators. All right. Judges, you've been very busy asking the tough questions tonight. Now it's time to put your heads together and decide which teams are going home with our top 2 prizes. So you are dismissed for deliberation. Off you go. Beware of Russian interference in your decision making. Our judges are going to a secret soundproof chamber built specifically for our show. Yeah, it pays to know engineers. While they consider everything they've seen and heard, let's check in again with Ashley and hear from a friend of Team Pedal Creator. Ashley?
My next guest, Juan Piana, is a Georgia Tech student and guitarist of the popular Ecuadorian band Tres Dedos. 3 fingers. Did I get that right?
Yes, correct.
And he doesn't know this, but we're going to play a little taste of his music now. There he is. Juan, dance with me. Why are you doing nothing? Okay, so much for that. But the good news is, I know you love music, and you plan to be a full-time musician after you graduate from Georgia Tech. So why is this device every guitarist's dream?
So the way music industry is going, guitar players are more about how they sound rather than what they actually play. So I think disruption really gives you an opportunity to stand out among all the guitar players and really give you that unique sound. Also, it's so much more effective in terms of space.
Okay, so it helps give you an original, unique sound.
It does. It lets you stand out among the music industry, which I think is really important nowadays.
Okay, so just get the Pedal Creator A, B, dress like Juan, and you're good to go. Rock on, Juan. Okay, so to put the pedal to the metal and vote Pedal Creator for People's Choice, you're going to text keyword pedal, that's P-E-D-A-L, to 22333. And now that every team has presented, voting for tonight's People's Choice Award is officially open. So to vote, just text your team's keyword to 22333. But watch out for that autocorrect. Remember, you can only vote 1 time per device. And again, here are those keywords. To vote for Team FAM to win the People's Choice Award, text FAM to 22333. Again, that's P-H-A-M. To vote for Team UltraView, text UltraView to 22333. If you want to vote for Team ScalPal, text keyword ScalPal, P-A-L. And to cast your vote for Team Memois, text Memois, M-E-M-E-O-I-S, to 22333. If your choice is tensioner, text strap, that's an easy one, to that same number. And again, if you think the People's Choice Award should go to Team Pedal Creator, who we just heard, text PEDAL, P-E-D-A-L, to 22333. Now, those keywords must appear exactly as they do on our screen, so remember to check your vote before you cast it. Don't let autocorrect ruin this for you. It's your own life. You can also vote online by going to pollev.com/InVenture Prize. Voting will not be open long, so get to those devices and start casting those ballots. We'll have the results for our People's Choice Award in just a few minutes. Faith.
Thank you, Ashley. We all know how much voting counts in 2018. The Georgia Tech InVenture Prize exists to inspire new generations of inventors, and that doesn't stop here at Tech. For years, K-12 students have been encouraged to get involved and get innovating by joining Georgia Tech's K-12 InVenture Prize. Over the years, students have done just that, and the results have been remarkable. To tell us more about that program, I'll send it once again to Ashley, who's standing by with some special guests. Ashley?
Thank you, Faith. I'm joined by two fabulous individuals who are living proof that InVenture in the K-12 environment just works. It's Dr. Donald White and Katie Berry. So Donald, for you, how long has the InVenture Prize been in Coweta County school systems, and what would you say has surprised you about it?
Well, this is our second year competing in the InVenture Prize, and I would say the main surprise for me has been the depth of the ideas that our students have. It seems like to me that adulthood is actually the main barrier for innovation. So
Right.
So not looking good for me right now. So.
And how have you noticed it's lit a fire within your students in the classroom?
Well, it really gives them a voice and a platform for their ideas. They have so many great ideas. One of our students invented a zippered sweater for her dad who has blood transfusions and says he's cold in the hospital all the time. You know, how do you get any better than that?
Ah, that's touching. Born of reason. And Katie, you're at the other end of the spectrum here as a student. You're a 9th grader at McIntosh. And you, girl, went to the National Invention Convention. Can you say that 10 times fast? And you won the Most Innovative Overall Award. Tell me briefly, what did you invent? And how do you think the program's been valuable to you as a student?
So last year I invented the locker hammock, which is a floating locker shelf that is made out of fabric and suspended by suction cups. InVenture has really taught me that innovation is a huge part of the inventing process, and without it, you're just not going to get anywhere.
And you have a big appreciation for STEM now.
Oh my gosh, definitely. It's taught me so much, and it's allowed me to think out of the side of the box and so many other things.
You're a testament to the program. Congratulations. Well, students are solving real problems, and the K-12 InVenture Prize is solving problems for parents and teachers, too. Explain that to me.
So it really has re-energized education. I see so many teachers who are tired of doing the same old thing, and the students are tired of doing the same old thing. And this has really given them the opportunity to really spread their wings when it comes to innovation. So this has been just a great opportunity for us.
Spread their wings and fly. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, teachers, if you're feeling inventive like these guys, guess what? Your class can take part in the K-12 InVenture Prize, too. Encourage your school to sign up by visiting k12inventure.gatech.edu and follow all the fun on social media, on Twitter and Facebook at K-12 InVenture. Speaking of getting involved, if you want to say in who takes home this year's People's Choice Award, you only have a few minutes left to do that. So get those votes in. Now I'll send it back to you, Faith.
Thank you, Ashley. We're getting down to the final moments of our 10th annual Georgia Tech InVenture Prize. You've all picked your favorite teams, and I'm sure you're casting your votes for People's Choice as we speak. As you surely know by now, in addition to celebrating this year's finalists, tonight we are also celebrating the 10th anniversary of students showcasing their inventions on the InVenture Prize stage. So this year, we thought we'd share the story of how the InVenture Prize stage came to exist in the first place on this trip down the road to the very first InVenture Prize.
In 2009, a group of Georgia Tech faculty put a spotlight on innovation among Georgia Tech undergraduate students who were pursuing their own inventions. But they ran into just one problem.
There weren't any opportunities on the campus for both recognizing and rewarding undergraduate creative ideas.
Yeah, today there are many different organizations to help students with their inventions and entrepreneurship. And we'd like to think the InVenture Prize helped change that conversation. But 10 years ago, that was not the case.
No worries. Being problem solvers themselves, the professors decided to invent their own solution. The school's very first undergraduate innovation contest, calling it the Georgia Tech InVenture Prize. In no time, more than 200 students had signed up for the inaugural competition. Much like the current InVenture Prize, that original field of students was culled down to a handful of finalists who competed on stage at the First Center for a panel of judges, with the top finishers winning cash prizes and patent support. The competition was such a huge success that Georgia Public Broadcasting began televising it the very next year. And to date, the broadcast has collected 5 Southeast Regional Emmy Awards. But that pales in comparison to the accomplishments of the competition itself and the students who have participated in it. Since its inception, more than 4,000 students have competed in the InVenture Prize, with as many as 560 entering in a single year.
One of the great things about the competition is you don't have to win to be successful.
That's right. Many students have gone on to start their own companies and earn recognition like going to the White House or being written up in the Wall Street Journal.
Beyond the success of the students involved, the competition itself has branched off into the K-12 InVenture Prize, an opportunity for elementary, middle school, and high school students across Georgia to form competitions of their own, as well as to attend and even appear on the Georgia Tech Show.
4 years ago, we started the K-12 InVenture Prize with only 3 participating high schools. This year, we had over 60 schools from across the state of Georgia participate, including 4,000 students ranging from grades K through 12.
And 2018 will mark the 3rd year of another InVenture Prize offshoot, the ACC InVenture Prize, in which the best from across all of the Atlantic Coast Conference schools go head-to-head. But throughout its growth, the core of the InVenture Prize has stayed the same.
The goal of the InVenture Prize has always been to change the undergraduate culture at Georgia Tech so that students turn to each other in their dorm room and create their own jobs, and they change the world with their ideas.
The InVenture Prize has shown that you get what you celebrate. Yes.
I love a good high five. All right, our judges are still deliberating, so get those People's Choice votes in while you still can. All of tonight's finalists are backstage, eagerly awaiting those results. And with them is, of course, my lovely co-host, Ashley. Ashley, what's the mood backstage?
We're feeling nostalgic, Faith, so grab a tissue. We all have a past, and for me, that past included glitter pink jellies. But everybody else here has a very different story. So in honor of the 10-year anniversary, let's take a little walk down memory lane, shall we, to see where these young inventors were 10 mere years ago. We'll start with you.
10 years ago, I was an orchestra dork and spent most of my free time playing violin.
But then
I started playing guitar, so I guess I've gone over to the dark side.
Dark side.
You know, I think I was potty trained about 10 years ago.
Congratulations.
10 years ago, I was just getting into archery.
Oh, and here we are now. That's kind of come full circle for you, Colby. What does that feel like?
Feels really good, but the circle's not on yet.
Oh, that's right. It's an open circle. That's not a real shape. Sorry. What do we have?
10 years ago, I was probably on the 4-score court most of my time.
Well, Rachel and I wanted to be professional athletes.
What happened?
We became professional nerds instead.
Traded up.
I was in middle school trying to get boys to like me.
I hope that has changed since, has it?
Yes, I have a boyfriend now.
You go, girl. Okay, what do we have back here? Nick.
I was a fat kid just trying to get my name out there.
Changes.
I was 8 then, so I just started programming.
You started programming, and you're still programming.
Of course. Here's Meme Voice.
Here's Meme Voice. He just threw that right back in my face.
Yeah, I was a little kid without any internet access in South Africa.
That's powerful, and now you made an app.
I had some long hair coming out of the back of my hockey helmet.
Lots of changes in this group, I'm feeling.
I was learning to swim and rocking a bowl cut, so.
First time I've heard bowl cut in about 10 years.
Well, I didn't drink as much coffee, so I guess that's good.
I was always on the soccer field. You couldn't get me off of it.
Kicking it.
10 years ago, I was in middle school, and it was a very awkward time.
Rocking a terrible shag and playing video games.
Ignoring all my responsibilities and also playing way too many video games.
Video games again.
10 years ago, I was probably playing with my Tamagotchi.
10 years ago, I was using a flip phone.
Enough said. Okay, well, we hope you enjoyed that, Faith, but we want to know who the winners are. So back to you.
Okay, thank you, Ashley. Our judges are done deliberating, have returned to their seats. I can hardly wait to hear the answers to these questions. Okay, so what was the most difficult part of your decision?
these teams are just getting better and better every year, Faith. I mean, they're unbelievably talented, so it's really hard to just differentiate between them.
Was one of you kind of the main judge?
Oh no, we all definitely had equal input, and I think we all said that these teams are way better than we were when we went through this.
Sorry, Rachel. Parth is telling me you were the mean one. You know, I have to say, I liked watching you as much as I liked watching the students. You guys have serious poker faces. Ooh. Yeah, you really do. Like, what was it like to be on this side of the whatever you call it, console, the judging bench?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's not necessarily as nerve-wracking, but I will say I really had to consciously not smile as much, because that is something that I have to think about sometimes. Smiling too much can be a little bit terrifying. So I did intentionally do the poker face, so I appreciate that.
I saw you trying, but you were like, you're a natural smiler.
I'm not going to smile.
Yeah, you have a resting smile face.
Yes,
yeah.
I like that.
All right, it is finally time to invite all of our finalists back on stage. So I'll also ask the judges, please, to join me up front. And I'll take this time to introduce our very special trophy presenters. From Huddleston Elementary School, they get entrance applause. Samantha Mays, Adeline Mikolajczyk, and Isabella Piffle. Welcome, ladies. All right, let's begin by announcing our People's Choice Award, which is worth $5,000. May I have the envelope, please, Samantha? Is there $5,000 in there?
No.
Oh, okay, all right. All right, thank you. Velcro, a feat of engineering. All right, the winner of the 2018 Georgia Tech InVenture Prize People's Choice Award is Team FAM. Congratulations, Team FAM. Well done. They are clearly buzzed about this. All right, tonight's second place winner will not only get assistance in securing a patent, but will also win $10,000 to help advance their invention. May I have the envelope, please, Adeline? Thank you very much. All right, and the runner-up for the 2018 Georgia Tech InVenture Prize is Team Pedal Creator. Well done, congratulations. Go make some beautiful music. All right, now it's time to announce our first place team, who will also receive assistance securing their patent, as well as $20,000 and acceptance into Georgia Tech's Flashpoint Accelerator program. May I have the envelope, please, Isabella? Thank you, and thank you for dressing to match it. It's very important. All right, the 2018 Georgia Tech InVenture Prize goes to Team UltraView. Well done, congratulations. Congratulations to all our finalists. And Colby, whom would you like to thank?
I would like to thank everyone, especially George Riles, who's helped me out so much. If you're interested in archery, check out the Archery Learning Center, my girlfriend, my parents, and really everyone.
And what was the most surprising part of this journey for you?
It's really only happened in like less than a year.
Wow. Wow, from going to selling bottled water.
I transferred to Georgia Tech last year, and all of this has happened in a year.
Congratulations. And now, what's next? You move on to a new hobby?
I grow UltraView, and we just changed the world.
Well done. You're all going to change the world. Thank you very much. Congratulations to everyone. That's it. A decade of Georgia Tech InVenture Prize shows are officially in the books, but we will be back right here at the First Center on April 6th for the ACC InVenture Prize, so don't miss that. Congratulations to all our finalists, especially our People's Choice winner, Team FAM, our second place winner, Team Pedal Creator, and our first place winner, Team UltraView. Thanks to my co-host, Ashley Mingwasser, the funniest gal around, as well as our judges and everyone watching both here and at home. And remember, necessity may be the mother of invention, but Georgia Tech is your daddy. Good night.
Funding for this program was made possible in part by United Technologies Research Center, the ACC Academic Consortium, the Georgia Center of Innovation for Manufacturing, Georgia Manufacturing Extension Partnership, Georgia Centers of Innovation, the Georgia Tech Research Corporation, and the Georgia Institute of Technology.
Georgia Tech was founded over a century ago with the idea that change is ever constant. A groundbreaking here leads to a state-of-the-art facility where the next medical breakthroughs are being created. An idea here leads to the site of a technology anchor for an entire region, which sparks the next generation of big ideas. We believe that what's created here should impact everywhere.